Hello, this is Jerry Davidian. Today we're going to be cleaning, repairing, and refinishing this leather seat. We will be using the products from Refinish Coatings. First we're going to start by cleaning off all the dirt that's on the leather, and we're going to clean out all the crumbs that are in the seams, and we're going to flush it with water. So I'm going to do that right now. And I'm using our Refinish Coatings RC Heavy Cleaner as my soapy cleaner, as I call it, with the abrasive side facing the leather. And I'm scrubbing pretty hard. I'm paying particular attention to get in the seams real good. This is where the dirt's going to hide, and this is where you'll have the coating that we're putting on start to peel up, potentially. So we want to make sure we clean the seams out real good. I want to keep the surface wet. It's pretty dirty. Now I'm going to go over this a second time because it's so dirty. I still feel that there's some more dirt in some areas on the side bolsters. I'm digging dirt out of all these crevices, all these creases, all these fine cracks where the dirt is accumulated, so I have to dig it out. Okay, the seat is clean now. Next I'm going to flush it with water to get off any of the dirty, soapy residue. And I'm going to do that starting at the top and work my way all the way down. Just rinse and wipe dry. Next I'm going to just blow out with an air line. I'm going to blow out all these seams to get out anything that I missed. Okay, so now we've had the seat clean, flushed with water, and I dried it with some air. Next we're going to focus on prepping the surfaces that we're going to be doing repairs to, and all the areas that we're going to refinish, which in this case is this area, a little bit here, and this whole bottom. We're going to be working with this, and all these panels that are worn, damaged. Okay, next we're going to prep the surface of the leather. We have two products we can use to do that, and our goal is to break down this urethane coating that's on the leather, soften it up so it'll accept our repair products and our coating, our color coating. Two products we could use for that. Our first one is the green cleaner, Refinish Coatings green cleaner, and the other one is our surface prep. It's a preference with which one you like. The green cleaner has a strong odor, but it works a little faster. The surface prep works a little more thoroughly, but it's a little slower. It has virtually no odor. It's a low odor solvent. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna use both for today's demonstration. The first one I'm gonna use is the green cleaner, and I like to use the scrub pad as well. I rinse this out with water. I wrung it dry, so it's just a little damp. I'm gonna pour some green cleaner in to the scrub pad, and I'm gonna lay it on my leather surfaces, and I'm gonna let it sit for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna aggressively go in and scrub. And what I'm looking for the surface to get tacky. That's telling me they're starting to break down the coating. I'll also see some color coming off on the rag. It's very important for adhesion that you accomplish this step by breaking down this urethane coating that's here. Areas like this, it's going to be much more broken down than areas like this where there's virtually nothing wrong with the seat. You can see color coming off on the rag. It's telling me that I'm breaking into the surface. The surface is starting to feel tacky. If it doesn't feel tacky, go back and do it again. What I'm ultimately going to probably spray is this area and this area. I'm going to leave all this go and I'll blend into that. You want to constantly be turning your rag so you have a clean part of the rag soaking up this solvent. Okay, the seat back is done. Prepped and ready to go. I'm going to use the surface prep to do the lower cushion of the seat. And I've wrung this out. I've gotten the old green cleaner off it, flushed it out with water. So now I'm going to pour some surface prep on. Again, this is a virtually odorless solvent. I'm going to apply some liberally onto my surfaces. And let it sit and start to penetrate. And then I'm going to start to aggressively scrub it in, scrub it away. Both of these cleaners will help get out any last bit of dirt and grime that's left behind as well. And the surface is slightly tacky. Not as tacky as it does with the green cleaner, but it does get tacky. I'm going to do this one more time. Again, it's not as strong as the green cleaner. It's not as fast as the green cleaner. But if the odor of the green cleaner bothers you, then I really strongly suggest using the surface prep. Okay, once it's dry with the rag, these areas where the leather is open and the areas here where there's cracks, they're going to remain wet from the cleaner and the solvent. The air that I blew on it isn't enough, so we're going to need to dry this thoroughly with a hair dryer, not a heat gun, but a hair dryer, and until we're sure that this is all dry. So I'm going to do that now. I can't stress enough how important it is to let these areas dry all the way, and I still feel that they're a little wet. So while we're waiting for this to dry, and it may take, in certain instances where the leather's really worn, it may take a couple hours, I'm going to continue to dry it with a hair dryer to expedite that dry time.